Imagine this. The year is 2025, and whispers that started as tiny ripples on social media suddenly roar into waves so loud the whole internet can't ignore them. The kind of whispers that make you stop mid-scroll and think, wait, did that actually happen? Picture Hailey Bieber, wife of one of the biggest pop icons on the planet, standing in their sleek LA home, phone in hand, demanding that Justin erase every single trace of Selena Gomez from his life. Old photos, sentimental posts, subtle nods in his music, gone. Erased. Forgotten. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course watch till the end. Not just a quiet, polite no thanks. No. This refusal lands like an earthquake across fan communities worldwide. It wasn't simply about photos, it was about history, identity, loyalty, and the ghosts of relationships past that refused to stay buried. The internet exploded. Fan theories multiplied. Every old tweet, every resurfaced interview, every grainy clip from years ago suddenly felt like puzzle pieces falling into place. So, what really happened behind the headlines? Why did a private marital disagreement become the center of a global pop culture storm? And why, no matter how many years pass, does the triangle of Justin, Hailey, and Selena continue to captivate us like an endless Netflix drama that refuses to end? Buckle up, because this story is more than just gossip. It's a mirror into obsession, fame, and the way the internet fuels rivalries until they become bigger than the people themselves. It started with whispers. Fans noticed small cracks. Hailey and Selena unfollowed each other on Instagram this past June, a move so seemingly simple yet so symbolically loud that the internet treated it like a declaration of war. You know how it goes. In the digital age, unfollowing someone isn't just about curating your feed. It's a statement, a billboard, a neon sign flashing something's wrong. Then came the resurfaced clips. A 2013 tweet where Hailey, then just another starstruck teen fangirl, gushed about Justin and Selena like the rest of the world did. Fans dug it up, dusted it off, and used it as Exhibit A in the growing theory that Hailey was never just an admirer. She was an obsessive shadow, orbiting Selena long before she married Justin. So when whispers broke that Hailey had demanded Justin delete Selena from his digital life, fans weren't surprised. They called it the natural climax of a long brewing storm. But here's where things got nuclear. Justin said no. Think about it, Selena wasn't just another girlfriend. She was Justin's first love, his muse, the girl written into his earliest hits. Their on and off romance defined an era of teen pop culture. Songs like Nothing Like Us and Sorry weren't just radio anthems, they were diary entries written in public. To delete Selena would be to erase chapters of his life that shaped not only his career, but also his identity as an artist. And Justin seemed unwilling to rewrite history just to make someone else comfortable. His refusal read like a statement, "My past is part of me. You can't erase it, and you shouldn't ask me to." Fans split instantly into camps. One side praised Justin's loyalty to himself, arguing that everyone has an ex who shaped them, and pretending otherwise is just fake. The other side rallied behind Hailey, insisting that as his wife, she has every right to set boundaries, and Justin's defiance was a public act of disrespect. It was more than a marital disagreement. It became a cultural debate about love, loyalty, insecurity, and how much of the past belongs in the present. Here's the thing. On paper, this should just be celebrity gossip, a tiff between a husband and wife. But in reality, it turned into a saga because the internet doesn't just observe, it participates. It's not just that fans care, it's that they care like their lives depend on it. They project their own heartbreaks, insecurities, and fantasies onto these celebrities. Justin isn't just a singer, he's the boy who soundtracked their teenage crushes. Selena isn't just an actress, she's the relatable queen who turned her pain into art. Hailey isn't just a model, she's the girl who got the guy, making her both idolized and resented. So when this digital tug-of-war plays out, fans don't just watch, they choose sides. They become prosecutors, defenders, and judges in a court of public opinion that never adjourns. And the more Hailey tries to step out of Selena's shadow, the more the internet insists on dragging her back in. It's a paradox she can't seem to escape, no matter how many times she says she wants peace. To understand why this moment hit so hard, you have to trace the history, the breadcrumbs that led us here. 2013, Hailey tweets about how much she loves Justin and Selena together. Cute at the time, haunting in hindsight. 2018, Justin marries Hailey after a whirlwind romance, months after breaking it off with Selena. Fans accuse him of rushing, of trying to move on too fast. 2019 to 2021, side-by-side comparisons of Hailey and Selena explode online. Outfits, quotes, even cooking show segments. Every parallel fuels the narrative. Hailey can't stop mimicking Selena. 2022, Hailey's interview on a podcast addressing the drama goes viral. She insists there's no bad blood, but fans aren't buying it. 2023, Selena posts a TikTok about kindness, which fans interpret as shade toward Hailey. The internet dubs it Eyebrowgate after Kylie Jenner seemingly joins in. 2024, both women unfollow each other. The feud feels undeniable. And now, 2025, the demand to erase Selena. The refusal. The explosion. When you see it as a timeline, the demand doesn't feel random, it feels inevitable. At its core, this isn't just about three people. It's about the battle of narratives. Hailey wants to be seen as the secure, confident wife, the woman who won Justin's heart and built a life with him. But the internet often paints her as insecure, desperate, even obsessive. Selena, meanwhile, is framed as the untouchable ex, the one who got away, the eternal muse. Fans crown her as graceful, above the drama, even when she does nothing at all. And Justin? He's caught in the middle, framed either as a man trapped in a marriage that doesn't honor his past, or as a husband disrespecting his wife by refusing to let go. No matter what they say or do, the internet spins its own version. Reality becomes irrelevant. The story is bigger than the truth. Here's the real question. Why does this triangle still dominate headlines a decade later? Why do we care so much about people we've never met? Because it's not just their story, it's ours. Everyone knows what it's like to feel overshadowed, to wonder if your partner still thinks about their ex, to compare yourself to someone you can't stop stalking online, to want to control a narrative that feels out of your hands. Hailey, Justin, and Selena are mirrors for our own insecurities, heartbreaks, and hopes. Their drama is amplified on a global stage, but the emotions underneath? They're painfully familiar. That's why we can't look away. That's why every unfollow, every tweet, every refusal feels personal. So where does this story go next? Does Justin's refusal fracture his marriage? Does Hailey learn to live with Selena's ghost lingering in the background? Does Selena finally, truly move on in the public eye? The truth is, the ending hasn't been written yet. And maybe that's why we're all so hooked, because this isn't just a headline, it's a saga unfolding in real time. One thing is certain, this triangle will continue to haunt pop culture. Because no matter how many times they ask for privacy, no matter how many times they insist the drama is over, the internet won't let it die. And maybe, deep down, neither will we. So here we are. A demand. A refusal. A storm that refuses to quiet down. Hailey wanted erasure. Justin wanted history. Selena wanted distance. The fans wanted answers. And what we got instead was a cultural phenomenon that says more about us than it does about them. Because when you strip away the fame, the money, the headlines, this is a story about love, insecurity, memory, and the impossible task of rewriting the past. Now the question is yours. If you were in Justin's shoes, would you erase the past to protect your present? Or would you stand your ground and refuse to let someone else dictate your history? Drop your thoughts, share your take, and keep the conversation alive. Because one thing's for sure, the internet isn't done with this story yet.